Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Willem Gous.
Thank you. Morning, ladies and gents. Woo, a bit loud. Ow. Okay. Good morning. Morning, how you doing? Getting a lot of value today? Okay, cool. Just want to thank Nikki and Craig for this amazing event and all the sponsors. You know, it's needed, so give them a round of applause for that. So my talk's going to be completely different. You got to have a pen and you got to have a piece of paper or a notebook or something like this. This is the practical side of dealing with risk. I'm not going to waffle about this is happening, Putin's going to bomb this guy's going to steal that. No. I'm a practical guy. Anybody who's worked with me know I'm a straight shooter, and it's about things that you can go and apply in your business today. And it's about navigating risk, because you can't get rid of risk. I think Joel Geffen's talk at the end of the day, if there's no risk, there's no return. So risk is not a bug, it's a feature. You gotta have risk in that. And it's about how do you handle stuff. Okay, you all saw the blip that we had in 2020 when the economy went, and then slowly we're not recovering yet. That's gonna happen again and again and again in different forms and shapes. So it's about how you navigate these blips within your business. And it's about, bless me. Good range, man. It doesn't matter what process you have in your business, it's about finding your rhythm of success. And we're going to cover 3 things in today's talk. Finding your rhythm of success, finding customers with money. Who likes money? Okay, not you. Okay, that's fine. I'll skip you. And then the last one, deal with fear, rejection, and demotivation. Then we'll go into a quick Q&A. We don't have a lot of time. I'm going to rush. But you're going to get a lot of value out of this. Great. Who am I? As I said, everything else that goes with it. Let me give you a little bit of a background, and it'll help me position the relevance of what I'm going to teach you today. So the day before lockdown, my son and I moved out of the house, just fresh out of a divorce. I have custody of my son because only 4% of fathers get custody. I focused on getting my son, and I let my business slip. I had 1 client left. All my speaking gigs got cancelled, and I had enough money to move, and I didn't have enough money for the end of the month. And when lockdown started, I had to build a new business. I had about $350,000 in debt. At my age, it's not a lot, but it's still a fair amount of cash. And I had a 2-year plan. Be out of debt, have about 4 or 5 months cash in the bank, do that. 6 months later, I overshot that by finding my rhythm of success. What I've been doing since then is, in my work in the human entrepreneur, is I'm applying my thinking within a job creation space. My company developed a recipe for job creation. I go into places like Diepsloot, Orange Farm, Alexandra, Soweto. I take unemployed people, get them to build a business without any funding in 5 weeks. And that business will have customers and enough money to financially sustain themselves. Thank you very much. What I've achieved is I reduced the time of job creation through entrepreneurship from 12 months to 5 weeks or less, and reduced the cost of job creation from $20,000 to less than $1,500. I can create 10,000 jobs for roughly about $250 million. Do you have? It's in your other pants. Okay. Next time. So that's what we can do. And we can really create it. What makes it different is I can do this at scale. I can create 1,000 businesses a month currently. I can up that in 6 months to 10,000, maybe more businesses per month, cash flow permitting. So let me show you the reality of this. But before I play this video, if you earn a salary of 1,500 Rand a month in South Africa, you're in the top 40% of salary earners. It shows that 60% of people live with less than $100 a month. 7.5, you're a 10%er, 20,000, woohoo, you're a 1%er, at last, huh? Most of you are probably 1%ers. And she started with no funding, little or no resources. First week of August, she had an idea.
I should actually go and start my business on the same day. So like today, like I start today and do the business today. So okay, my business is, I'm in the food business. I sell cow legs and pap, or like traditional food wines and everything. So at first, like it was not like with a couple of hundreds like in a day. It wasn't really that much. But as like I progressed and everything, I actually upped my stock to actually make more money. So in a good day, I would make like 500 Rand in a good day. So like my weekly income would be 3.5. So in a week I make 3.5. So what I'm looking for now is like finding a consistent financial flow for my business. So if like I can make 3.5 in a week, why can't I just make 4,000 and like 5,000? So that's where I'm at now. So basically, this program helped me to actually not depend on like applying for jobs, because honestly I don't really like the idea of working for somebody else. Like it doesn't sound really good for me. So that's where I'm at now, and I'm also looking into extending. So hopefully in a couple of years, like I'll have like my own spot, you could say.
Good shot. That's important. 24 years old. Give her a round of applause. That's amazing. Going from idea to 3,500 Rand profit per week is not too shabby, old Nige, considering what's going on there. So I created a project called Pass the Torch. You can sponsor a job for 25,000 Rand, and for that I will create one entrepreneur with a business financially sustaining himself. That's one family actively participating in the economy. If you want to talk to me about that afterwards, talk to me. Okay, cool. Now let's get into the gist of everything, because if she can do this with little or no resources, following a simple process. I'm not going to teach you the underlying process. I'm going to teach you the habits, the rhythm of execution. If she can do that with little or no resources, what can you do with the resources and momentum that you already have in your business? What can you achieve with this network around you? Does that make sense? Vilu, you've done the rhythm of success with me, haven't you? What has it done to your business? Cool. Thank you for that. Give him a round of applause. This is the same method and approach that I use to get out of my stuff. Your coaching clients will benefit a lot from this. So it's a TM, Willem. Anyway, if you want to do coaching with me one-on-one, I do it for shits and giggles on the side. It's quite fun. Let's look at the rhythm of success. And I'm going to start with a quote there by Viktor Frankl. Okay. Success is a side effect of doing the right things. Don't aim at success. The more you aim at it and make it a target, the more you miss it. Success, like happiness, cannot be pursued. It must ensue and does so as the unintended side effect of one's dedication to consistently doing the right things every day. How many of you believe that you're doing the right things in your business every day? How many of you feel that you're doing the wrong things? Yeah. The bulk of you. So make notes of what we're going to do today. Okay? So how do we know what are the right things? How do you know what's the right things? Anybody? I'm not like the other speakers, this hand selects as well. You see results. In what? Do I work more, see my family less? Do I make more money? Okay, cool. Thank you. Give her a round of applause. It's whatever you decide, but that's still very fluffy to me. Let's start with, you need to be strategic, okay? You need to be strategic in what you do. Now, who can tell me what a strategy is? Anybody? What is a strategy? Sir, thank you. It's a plan. Thank you. Round of applause. Okay, anybody else? I feel a selection coming on. Who's going to win the fridge today? Thank you. Wow, thank you, Arnold, for volunteering. Yes, what's the strategy?
A strategy would be, in addition to the plan, it would be outlining a process of how you're going to achieve that plan.
Yes.
And implementing, people and resources.
Okay, cool. Thank you for that. He used a very key word, process. Thank you. Give him a round of applause. I love asking strategy consultants what a strategy is. 90% of them go, well, hold my beer. And I have no idea. Take note of the following definition. My son understood it at the age of 8. An 8-year-old gets strategy when you say it like this. A strategy is a specific set of actions to get a specific result consistently. A specific set of actions to get a specific result consistently. If you take the actions and everything get the results, but it's not consistent, it's not a strategy, ladies and gentlemen. It's not. So ask yourself, look at this. I sat with a woman once, she quit her job, started her own business and everything, and she's busy, talking to people, networking to people for 2 years. And after about telling me what she's doing for about 20 minutes long, I said, how many paying customers do you have? And she said, 0. That's not a strategy. That is falling into a rut and not paying attention to reality. So be strategic. Next thing, the champagne and 2-minute noodle process that we go through. Okay, you have money. Woo, Moet and Chandon. Wow. We don't have money. 2-minute noodles. Okay, it's a serial approach. Most of you will approach your business as a serial process. Do marketing, do sales, do the work, do the invoicing, make the money, champagne. Then I'm out of money again. Then I start again in the same process. How many of you have been there? How many of you are got full of it? Okay. Pay attention. Okay. Because business is not a serial process. Okay. It's a parallel process. Everything runs at the same time. Everything. And there's 3 things that you must do every day in your business. Number 1, management. Stepping back and go like, is what I'm doing working? Is this an actual strategy? Number 2, business development. That's marketing, that's meetings, that's networking, everything else that goes with it. And then the most important, absolute most important, number 3, sales. Marketing is not sales. Marketing, I go in a nightclub, hey baby, oh, I dropped my keys. Sales is going, how's about we go for coffee? And that's the scary one. Okay. Why is it parallel? How many of you are parents? Raise your hand if you're a parent. Okay, cool. You can't go like, wow, last night I fed the kids really well and they bathed for half an hour longer, so they're really clean, so I don't have to pay attention to them for 2 days. Whip a shush. So I have that extra time. Nah, that's not going to work. Okay, you're going to have a revolt. Your wife might have some words with you about that one. Okay? So you can't do it with your kids. Your family life runs parallel, and somewhere you go like, oh, that doesn't need to happen in my business. Okay. And once you go through those top 3 important things, then you realize 3 hours of your day is gone. and you still have to execute. And that's when you come to, that's why we work late. It's not like, but I have to work at night. Well, it's a decision you made, but you can either make excuses or you can make money. You can't do both. Nice. So summary, specific set of actions, specific outcome, consistently. Avoid 2-minute middle and champagne cycle at any cost. And a good thing that you can do, look at the top 3 things that you can do every day that'll drive results. If it's not driving revenue, why the hell are you doing it? If you need more money, find it. So let's get to the second thing, finding customers with money. Let's try this. Okay, let's see if I can get a date. All the married women, please raise your hand. You're safe, don't worry. I see it's only the women in the back, the ones in the front go like, what should I do? What if Jan Hendrik is paying attention? Does it mean I'm available? So, okay, cool. Let's see if I can score a date today. Now, married ladies, be prepared to be wooed. Okay, let's look at the international niceness scale of these 3 guys, Charles, Mlamule, and Willem. Pure coincidence. Pure coincidence. Okay. As you could see, Willem is on the rise. I'm not being dirty. That was a fun one. We're talking about cash flow. Anyway, that's for the girls. Okay, so Mlamule was picking up a bit, but Charles, sorry English guys, you're falling behind. Let's look at the salary success scale. Obviously, I'm taking the lion's share, being born in August. That's good. How's it sounding, girls? Is it sounding good? Nice. Let's look at the last one, at the GKS. Who's familiar with the GKS? The global kissing scale. So on the loving side, damn, that Willem guy he's doing well. Tenderness, woo, it's like hugging lava. And then warmth, it's like biting into a marshmallow. Okay, how many of you are ready to just drop everything and go on a date with me now? Okay. Oh, okay. It seems I'm going to identify something different soon. Okay. Thank you for that. Is that your wife next to you? Oh God, what is going to happen on Saturday night? Okay. How many times do we go and speak to customers and they just don't understand? They're stupid. If only they understood how brilliant our product is, they would get it. Especially in the finance sector. Let's throw graphs at her and she would go like, it was his pie chart. Damn, I want to date that woman. That's going to be beautiful. And that's the thing is, clients don't need to understand. Clients need to feel understood. It's not about getting people to understand, it's about feeling understood. When last did you feel understood? Or even heard for that matter? It doesn't happen often. Most of the time when we talk to people, they're reloading. Oh, I had a bad day. Well, let me tell you about my bad day. That's what happens. So how do we make customers feel understood? By asking the right questions. It's about being curious. Number 1, do not ask these questions and let me elaborate. Nikki, I'm going to experiment on you. As you could see, I'm maintaining a very safe distance between me and Nikki. So Nikki, why are you wearing that? Don't answer. How many of you felt the energy in the room with like, what the fuck? She's going to throw stuff at him. Okay, because why is a judgmental question. Why this, why that? And if I kept on, most probably I'll get an emotional response. Well, because I feel good in it. Okay, that's fine. Calm down, don't stab me. Okay, so don't ask why. Second of all, nobody can predict the future. So don't ask clients as well to predict the future. So, hey, if I create this, will you buy it? If they say yes, to really test it, ask for money. But you'll soon see like, oh crap. I have to buy matches later on or something useless. Okay, don't ask them to predict the future and don't get judgmental. What should you ask? What questions? So Nikki, what made you choose that beautiful outfit today? That's a different question. Does that feel more positive? Does it feel insulting? No. Now she will give me a process and go like, oh, Willem, let me tell you, this blue top I got from this and there, and this is my lucky top, and something like that. You are getting the process of how they arrived at it. That's what you need. See, when I interview coaching clients, how did you get to me? By this. Okay, have you spoken to other people? No. I suggest you do it. But I get and understand the process through which they go. Because what leads you to understanding? So I was working with about 30 or 50 unemployed youth, most of them unemployed for 6 months or longer. And you would think when it comes to buying a mobile phone, price would be number one, don't you? Because they don't have money. Funny enough, asking the what question, what made you choose that phone? What, out of 5 people, 1 person used price. 1 out of 5 people who are unemployed with no money used pricing as an indicator of buying decision for their mobile phone. So don't think what you think is true. So ask what questions. So lastly, you need to see if there's money to be made, and you need to look for effort. If somebody says, oh, Willem, if I could only get an accountant in my business would run. Okay, all of the accountants go like, woohoo, can I do business with you? True? Not true. Here's one question. Ask them, what have you done about it? If they haven't called somebody, if they haven't done a Google search, if they haven't done anything, it's not a problem. But if they put an effort, like read 2 books, had a previous accountant, etc., spend time and money on it, then you know how important this problem is for them. Simple, straightforward. That's why with my coaching, it's simple. I'll help you get your life, your wife, and your profits back. And it works. Time and time again. I should become a lawyer as well. So let's look at this. Why not? It's emotional and judgmental. What questions lead to process, and learning is earning, ladies and gentlemen. And lastly, what have you done about it? So let's get to the last thing. Dealing with rejection. Okay. Let's get back to dating again. Ladies, how many of you have walked in a mall, a social setting, and then you see this really good-looking specimen of a man, you go like, I want that. And then you lock eyes. Not, okay. Look at me. Look into my eyes. And then you lock eyes with them, and what's the thing that they do? And you go like, good God, Fricky, really? And he got away. Why? What happened there? Because I couldn't lean into tension. Because to achieve the things that you need to do, you need to lean into tension. To live a life of intention, you have to live a life of tension. Let me give other examples of tension. Walk on the street and somebody just drops a piece of rubbish. How many of you would go and like, hey, Bob, pick that up, please? How many of you have seen that and didn't do it because you were afraid of the tension? Or not addressing something in a personal or professional relationship because of your fear of tension. To have something different, you have to be something different, and that means stepping into tension, ladies and gentlemen. So don't be afraid of it. Exercise it daily. I do it every day. Wherever I can step into tension, deliberately, I go and do that. Second thing, letting go of outcome. It's because we hold on to an outcome that it makes us nervous and creates tension. My 12-year-old son told me the other day when he made lunch, I might have a girlfriend tomorrow. I'm like, wow, that's interesting. Mail order, it's a bit young. And I can see the tension that goes because he's seen his 13-year-old friends do all this stuff, and he's going, oh, I need to kiss, I need to hold hands and everything else, and all the tension building and anything. So now you go into a client's meeting and you're thinking, okay, I need to pay school fees, I need to this, I need to close this, I need to get this and everything else, and you have this ton of pressure behind you. And that takes you out of authenticity because now you're being manipulative instead of being of service to your customer. When you're not being authentic, you're taking yourself out of learning, and learning is earning, ladies and gentlemen. And it's about the curiosity. I will speak to people in Woolies for 30 minutes. Go like, wow, that's an interesting choice in cheese. Tell me about your cheese. What made you choose that cheese? And we'll have half an hour discussion, and I know about their kids and their gym routine and their lactose intolerance. That's why they had to run to the men's room. So let's go of outcome, because also sometimes outcome can lead to that invalidation. If I don't get the outcome, I invalidate myself, I feel shitty, and I don't want to continue. Just let go of it. Learn from curiosity. And then lastly, be like your car's GPS. So many business owners, I'm going to go there, Bob. And then something comes in the way. And you're like, no. It's like those old TV game characters, and you just walk into the wall, going nowhere. What does your GPS do when there's a roadblock? Goes reroute. And if there's another one, what does it do? But how many of you reroute in your business? No, this is going to work. And we just hammer away at it. There's nothing a wall does not exist in your business. There's only forks in the road. You can go left or right or both, if you're twins. And that's the thing is be like your GPS, because that's also letting go to a great extent. Because I have to, no, you don't have to. You can take that route or that one, or there's always a decision. I hate it when people tell me, but Willem, I can't make that. I have no choice. You always have a choice. Great. So lean into tension, live intentional, and lean into tension. Okay? Let go of outcome and connect with people. You don't have to be perfect. Nobody can connect with a perfect person. I know many of you think, yes, this Willem is perfect, but I'm not. Okay? Thank you. Well done for that. But also, be like your GPS. Just navigate. If something is in your way, get some recording on your phone, like, let's reroute. And just reroute. And that's what you need to do. And if you apply this, your business can go through the roof. You can go from here to there, double your business in no time. I don't teach anything that I haven't lived myself. And I've seen the poorest of the poor in this country do the same. So you have no bloody excuse. Thank you.